This is Jerry with Jerry's Retirement Wisdom. Today we're taking a break from making fishing hacks and we're going to talk about boat accessories. I've got this new Bass Tracker Pro 170 and I've added a few accessories and I thought I'd share them with you and maybe you can find some value in putting these on your own boat. If you stick around the end, I'll show you why I don't need these straps anymore to hold down my boat. It's one of the best accessories you can add to your boating experience. Why don't you come along?
Fishing boat accessory number 1.
Bass Tracker Pro 170 only has one cup holder in the entire boat, which is fine. That's the way it's designed. If you're up here in the front and you're on this seat here in the front pedestal, there's really nowhere to set a drink down that's not going to tip over if you get a strong wave or something. So I picked this up. These are called Extreme Max products and it's a dual cup holder. It's got a dual track system, so you can use this on your VersaTrack. So all we need is a Phillips screwdriver. As you can see, the knobs are on the top and that's not going to work against the track here. Inside here there's some adjustability. So what we need to do is take these two screws loose right in here. One here, one here. That drops the back off. Then we can turn it around because we want this to be the bottom. We'll get our bolts in our track. And we'll get our plate mounted. Tighten these knobs down. There we go. Now we place our holder where we want it and screw these in. Okay. This comes from Extreme Max products, and now you got a place for your coffee cup or your cola or your water or whatever, and it mounts right on our track system and tightens down under here so you can move it. Nice accessory for the Bass Tracker Pro 170.
Fishing boat accessory number 2.
One of the things I've done with the new boat is I picked up this 1-inch Automotive trim. It's black, it's 1 inch wide, it's got a double adhesive back. You put it on your automobile. What I've done with it is it comes in a roll of 40 feet and that's enough really to go around the entire perimeter of my boat. So I've cut this and I've applied that right here along the edge of my boat all the way around. And if you're careful, you can get it real straight and you run it right along the outside edge. And that way, if you come up on the dock and you bang into it, you may save your painted finish on the edge of your boat. And we know how that's disappointing when you see a scratch from a dock like that. So you can pick up a roll of this 1-inch wide Automotive trim and apply it around the perimeter of your boat, and that's going to save you some scratches and disappointment in the future.
Fishing boat accessory number 3.
This item here is a great find from Walmart. It's a 3-pack fishing rod tie downs. And what these are is this has an elastic strap and you can just mount these on your boat. It comes with this piece here, which is like a little handle, and that's what this is going to clip into on that end. And then on this end you just screw it down somewhere, and then what you have is a nice hold down for your fishing rods. And that way when you're traveling you don't have to put your fishing rods back in your rod locker. You can just put this elastic strap down here, take it loose, lay your rods on the deck, put it over your rods so they don't bounce out of the boat when you're at speed. And you got a nice setup here for holding your rods down, and it's only a couple of dollars. That's what we're going to do. Right here I've got a door to a storage compartment, and I've got one right here, so I don't want to put that here or here, and it's longer than I need for right here. So what I think I'll do is right here I've got the perfect spot This is going to hold down. I'm going to put a screw in it right here, and that'll be my first hold down, and then up towards the front I can put another one. So this is going to work out perfectly. Okay, I'll drive this first point in right here. And we'll do the same thing right over here, right across from it. There we go. Now, just lay your rod down, attach the strap, and nothing's going to blow out of the boat. You can put a number of rods under there. Now all we have to do is mount this one near the front, and we're good to go. And it was just a 2-pack of fishing rod hold downs. A couple of dollars from Walmart.
Fishing boat accessory number 4.
There's no cleat to tie a rope to, and I'd like to have a dock rope right here at the middle of the boat. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take this. So I've got this eye bolt. It's got a 1/4 thread. It's about a 1/2 inch opening on the eye bolt. I run a nylon lock nut clear up on there as far as it'll go. Then I'm going to add a flat and a regular nut, and I'm going to use that in my Versatrack to create a point where I can anchor with a dock line. So right here what we're going to do is we're going down here at the end of our Versatrack where there's an opening. I'm going to slide this nut inside my Versatrack. Now with the nut in there, I can tighten my eye bolt down just so far, and at that point it starts to contact the back of the track. So there's only so far that'll go in, so that's right about there. Now I'm going to take my nylon lock nut and I'm going to run it up tight here against my flat washer. And we're just going to tighten that down tight. And that gives me a good solid point to tie on my dock line. So dock line goes through the eye, and then I'm going to feed it back through here. I've got a nice secure dock line for when I want to anchor off my boat here in the middle of the boat rather than at the front or back where it has cleats already. All I needed was an eye bolt, a couple of nuts, and a flat washer, and I've got an anchor point now for my dock line.
Fishing boat accessory number 5.
I picked these up at Walmart. They're navigation LED lights, and they're actually made for kayakers, but they're pretty inexpensive. And what you can do with these is if you're deploying early in the morning and it's almost dawn and you don't want to dig out your regular navigation equipment and you just want to use the navigation lights for a few minutes, these come with straps in the back. You can just strap these on the front and the back of your boat, and that way you got quick navigation lights and you don't have to dig out all your other gear. Also, these are battery operated, so if something would happen to your electrical system and you're out late and you can't get your lights to work, they're good to have in your safety gear in case of an emergency you need some lights on your boat to keep you out of danger. It's a nice bass boat accessory hack from Walmart.
Fishing boat accessory number 6.
This is fluorescent duct tape. I picked it up at Walmart and it's pretty inexpensive, and I notice sometimes when I'm out that people don't tend to pay a lot of attention to your boat, and it doesn't seem to catch their eye. At night you've got your running lights and it actually seems to be brighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this fluorescent duct tape in a few strategic places on my boat trailer. I'm going to stick some of this tape on, and hopefully That'll make it more visible to people and it'll catch their attention when they're beside you in traffic or whatever. And it's a pretty inexpensive way to brighten things up and maybe be a little safer. So it's a great bass boat accessory hack from Walmart.
Fishing boat accessory number 7.
We made a change to the back of the boat back here. Instead of using the straps that came with the boat to hold it down, we've switched to these boat buckles. And these are really nice. You just pull up on the lever and they come loose. And that way that works on both sides. And then when you've loaded the boat and you're ready to attach your straps, all you do is pull them up, little ratchet action here, and you're all set. You don't have to remember where you put your straps and they don't come loose and get lost. Easy to unlatch and then just ratchet down. So nice addition. They're not terribly expensive, but you really ought to have a set of those for your boat.
Jerry's retirement wisdom.
This has been Jerry with Jerry's Retirement Wisdom. Today I've been sharing with you some of the boat accessories that I've added to my Bass Tracker 170. I hope you've enjoyed my videos. If you like my videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you'd like to see some more of my videos, just click right there. We'll see you next time.